Hello and welcome to TNA with Nick and Sean. That's that one, and I'm the second one.
Hi.
And tonight we're doing Dark Matter, continuing our campaign into Scenario 3. And since we skipped the interlude at the end of last one, which we now know was probably not the correct move, we're going to do it at the beginning of this one. I guess there's a few different choices to make. Let's dive
Yeah.
in.
All right. Okay, so the interlude is mission briefing. It's interlude 1. We are skipping to mission briefing 2 because we were not transported to the virtual dreamlands by Maja. So mission briefing 2, the virtual dreamscape around you swirls into a flurry of ephemeral blue and dissipates away as you disconnect from the virtual dreamscape and stumble out of the all too familiar cryosleep chamber. K2PS187 is now fully cooperative and will help you in any way it can. The supercomputer starts by briefing you on the recent events that have unfolded on the Tatterdemalion.
Hmm. The crew of the Tatterdemalion was composed of the worshippers of Hastur, of one of the ancient ones that has descended upon Earth. Ooh, okay. Well, that's new info. That seems
Yeah.
relevant. The cultists recently undertook a mission to free Tisilda, daughter of Hastur, rumored to be imprisoned on an asteroid fragment, or sorry, an asteroid codenamed Fragment. The ship managed to rendezvous with Fragment and deployed several survey teams to search the caverns upon it. Before your current mind was implanted, you were one of these cultist explorers, destined to awaken to Tilda. Okay, all right. Like
Um,
that's a lot to take in
yeah.
this moment.
Well, I think there's probably a bit more.
Cue character hyperventilating and like needing a minute. Uh,
After a few weeks of survey, one of the teams retrieved a slab of alien hieroglyphs and ordered K2PS187 to begin a translation. Another team reported to have found the inner chambers where Tasilda resided and destroyed the imprisoning sigils. They were never heard from again.
you and your fellow cultists swiftly withdrew from the asteroid before the princess of Carcosa could awaken and attack the Tatterdemalion. Content that such were the risks one took worshipping gods of pure chaos, you did not mourn your lost companions. The ship was set to return to the inner solar system. We were kind of assholes.
Yeah, a little bit.
The ship was set to return to the inner solar system. Your mission has been a success.
Yay.
You have finally freed Tisilda, the daughter of Hastur, who might soon be elevated by her father to become a new.
Well, all right. While most of the cultists entered cryosleep for the journey home, K2PS187 was busy analyzing the alien runes. When the translation was complete, the computer learned of a story titled Heir to Carcosa. The knowledge caused it to go insane and slaughter all of the waking crew out of terror. Ugh. The ship was left in turmoil, drifting without sense through space until K2PS187 brought you back into this world from the archives in a final cry for help.
I love how we have like King and Yellow version 2.0.
Yeah.
Cool. You now understand what you must do. Although Earth is no longer the home it used to be, humanity still exists, spread out throughout colonies in the solar system, living in fear and denial. If the being named Tisilda, heir to Carcosa, would be exalted by her father, there is no doubt that she would decide to reign over humanity's colonies with the madness of Carcosa. Must atone for your past sins and eliminate the entity before she can be elevated to godhood. Fortunately, the last recorded positions of Fragment were among the data lost during the initial corruption. However, K2 was able to retrieve a few leads from the ship's itinerary. You'll need to traverse the solar system to locate the coordinates of the asteroid and prevent Tisilda's ascension, is the last sentence I ever expected to read while playing Arkham Horror, the card game.
Oh, but it makes me so happy.
That's awesome.
So happy. All right, the investigators may choose to watch a simulated performance of the translated play. If you do so, read Heir to Carcosa, and then slash otherwise proceed to the search for the fragment. Do you want to watch
Do
that?
we want to watch The Ring? I don't.
I mean, I kind of do, but I think I don't.
I believe that to be exactly the point.
Right, yeah.
Um, hmm, can one of us watch it?
The
No,
investigators
it's a
may
group
choose.
decision.
Yeah.
If we watch that, we're going insane. Like
I
there's
feel like it's gonna, yeah, hit
there's
us with
there's
trauma or give us
zero
a week
shot we don't
of
like go batty somehow by reading it.
movie.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
We're all a little melted
Okay.
down here. Read
All
it.
right. Yeah. I mean, I've got 5 whole sanity. We're good. Okay, Heir to
Read at your
Carcosa.
own risk.
The program begins with the royal family of Yittil cowering before the king in yellow, avatar of Hastur. For the next 3 hours, you witness a horrifying creative work full of betrayal, intrigue, and horror. The story unfolds thus.
After claiming Ithil and absorbing it into Carcosa, the king in yellow took the insane Princess Camilla as a consort. Before her death, the princess bore the Ancient One 3 children, who became fosterlings of Hastur. They were 2 boys named Thothut and Tazalak, and a girl named Tisilda. I stand by those pronouncements. While normal seeming at first, the children developed many of the physical characteristics and powers of their father. Transformation was viewed by their mother as yet another of Carcosa's many corruptions. The final blow to Camilla's mind, causing her heart to stop from despair and, like one, died of a broken heart.
Oh. Um, for some time, the royal trio lived with their sire in Carcosa, evil beings serving loyally at the foot of the father. But soon, like their mother, uncle, and grandmother before them, the princes and princess of Carcosa began to whisper, squabble, and plot. They had dreams of power and succession. Eventually, Thothut and Tassalok unwisely moved against their father. Hastur was aware of the plot all along and easily avoided their traps. In a way too horrible to describe, he destroyed both of his sons.
Well, Hoster's just straight up Palpatine, right?
I got the image of Saturn eating the
Oh
famous
my god.
painting of Saturn eating his children.
The horrific one, yeah.
Yeah.
His daughter Tisilda, who knew of her siblings' plot but refused to take part in it, was spared. She had done nothing to warn her father, choosing to wait and see if their plot was successful before committing to a course of action. For her silent betrayal, Tisilda was punished. Her father, he who should not be named. Whoopsie, we've been doing a lot of naming up to this point. He sealed her into her home, which the Ancient One tore free of Carcosa and hurled out into space. Her father claimed that in an inevitable time she would be released, granted all that she. In your campaign log, record that you have watched the performance of Heir to Carcosa. Each investigator suffers a mental trauma.
Yeah, there it is.
And if an investigator controls the Heir to Carcosa weakness, they may add 2 tally marks next to memories. I bet one of the endings is you end up as Tisilda.
Maybe.
Oh.
It's too bad that neither of us
Yeah, I
have that
know! I
specific
know!
tallies.
I wanted that Queen of Carcosa card so badly.
All right. The search for fragment. Aboard the Tatterdemalion, you and your companions seek the coordinates of the asteroid fragment to prevent the ascension of Tisilda, daughter of Hastur. Upon analyzing the remaining data aboard the ship K2PS187, and you have decided on 3 traces that are worth investigating. However, time is of the essence. You may want to visit the destination you think will be the most valuable first. Investigators must choose to follow one of the following traces that have not already been chosen. If you cannot, you have already completed scenario 3, then skip to interlude 2 inspection. Okay, so we have 3 traces. Why don't you read trace 1?
Trace 1, the last destination of the Tatterdemalion before traveling to Fragment was a research laboratory on a stray asteroid named Elbrus. This specific facility was built to study and experiment with materials that exhibit quantum-like behavior. We weren't sure what the cultists were hoping to achieve here. That's an odd. Perhaps these scientists can steer you in the right direction. Okay.
That would be 3A, Lost Quantum. Trace 2 is thorough analysis of the archives has revealed evidence of hacking into the mainframe of Earth survey vessel named the Nostalgia 2, and several references to a quarantine and to trust no one. If you can establish contact with the crew, maybe you can figure out what the cultists are looking for. Proceed to scenario 3B, In the Shadow of the Earth. Ooh, I like the title of that one.
And Trace 3, the Tatterdemalion, appears to have landed on one of Saturn's moons several times in the past few years. Ship's log record these operations as negotiations. They were. K2 notes that this is particularly strange as there are no known human outposts this far out in the solar system. Pay a visit to one of these coordinates to figure out what these negotiations. All of Hoster's scattered across the galaxy.
Huh.
They all sound fun.
I have a feeling we're going to be playing at least 2 of them.
Oh, makes sense.
So, if not all 3, yeah. But which one do we think? Which one do we think is the most valuable according to the flavor text?
I mean, you and I can talk about this for days. We're both gonna pick
Yeah.
Trace 2 at the end. So let's just get
Okay,
there.
cool. I'm glad that you really
Let's just get there.
Trace 3 sounds really good, but yeah, all right, Trace 2. So
we both know that sounds exactly like the thing on a space station. So here we go.
So if you want to read the flavor text, I'll get started on setting up.
Sure. So scenario 3B, in the Shadow of Earth. In the middle of the 21st century, Earth was in complete chaos. Rioting, crime, madness, and worse had become the order of the day for the entire world. In a last-ditch effort, 2 of the arcs were completed, and the 3rd vessel was stripped for parts. The 2 completed vessels set out for Mars, each carrying 3,000 humans in suspended animation. One vessel, the Liberty, suffered a massive power plant failure and the crew and passengers were killed. The other ship, Hope, eventually reached Mars. So says Maja. The planet Earth, what used to be humanity's sanctuary, is now abandoned to the madness of the Ancient One. There's very little information of what remains on the Earth, but if anyone would attempt to send out a transmission, survey vessels stationed around the planet, such as the Nostalgia 2, would hear those calls. The trip itself was uneventful, and you spend your days watching the blue dot of Earth grow in size. God, watching too much TV. Around the time you can finally recognize a few of the continents, the Tatterdemalion picks up a lonely and distant beat, the echo of the Nostalgia 2's distress beacon. You try to hail the crew with your radios, but there is no response. The Tatterdemalion begins its deceleration, and with no time to waste, you prepare to board the godforsaken.
All right. Okay, I think we're good to go. It says so we have the scanning deck is back, and we have an evidence deck. And it says without looking at it, put the top card of the evidence deck face down under the scenario reference card, which I have done. And then it says repeat this process once for every 3 tally marks under impending doom in your campaign log. Which I don't think we have any yet, so I think we're okay there. And then that should be it.
Cool. A running tally of memories still.
We both should be at 2.
Grammar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and then it's opening hands.
It is.
Do you want to talk real quick about the upgrades you made to your deck since last time?
Yeah, pretty simple. I just upgraded my wards and a time warp.
Nice.
Spells for Safina. How about you?
I bought 1 because we have 5 experience, so I bought 1 copy of Enchant Weapon. And then I bought 2 Stirring Up Trouble. Just another easy way to get clue.
Cool. All right. Lovely.
Okay. I'm all right with that hand. Not bad. And unlike last game, I mentioned this to Sean before we started, but this time I remembered to put the story assets that I have accrued in here. So I have K2PS187 at 75% functionality, which gives us once per investigation phase. I can choose an investigator And that investigator gets an additional action during their turn, which can only be used to scan. And then, as a reaction, after an investigator performs an unsuccessful scan, that investigator may draw one card or gain one resource. That second ability has no limit. So, if we keep failing to scan, we can keep getting cards and resources.
Seems
But
pretty good.
I have a feeling that we won't, because you don't fail to scan even if it's like an enemy or something. That's still considered a successful scan, I believe. So,
Oh, well.
I think it's probably only going to trigger a couple times. All right. One mental trauma, two memories each. Yeah, we're both starting at the airlocks, which is the bottom left of the map. This map is shaped like a spaceship.
It sure is. A racket.
Yeah, we got mainframe, engine room, crew quarters, hydroponics, infirmary, telecoms, and flight deck. Okay. I'm gonna be setup mode for turn one, so
Love it. Well, here, let's do act agenda location stuff.
oh yeah, let's do that.
So agenda 1A is the nostalgia 2. I love how it's like hinting toward the Nostromo, but it's also like
Yeah, a little bit.
about like your own mind being a little messed up, so it's the nostalgia. All right. So when you enter the airlocks, there is no one around. It is eerily silent, other than the occasional clanging and hiss of the air circulation. So we can scan, discard the top card of the scanning deck. If this top card of the standing deck has an icon matching current location, spend 2 clues as a group to draw the top card of the scan. So it has to. Okay.
Oh,
So we have to
okay.
get to the whatever location is.
So it doesn't work like it did before. I like
Right.
that.
We have to like follow the noise.
Yeah. Okay. And then what's the forced on there?
Oh yeah, and then force when a crew story asset is defeated or discarded, remove. Ain't coming back.
Oh, yeah.
There's no
Okay.
second chances.
And then Act 1A, is anyone home? There is no one to greet you, no responses to your calls, but despite the silence, your motion scanner occasionally displays a few blips of movement coming from within the ship. Objective: when you draw a story asset from the scanning deck, advance any story asset at all.
Right on.
And right now we're at yellow circle. But hey, if someone gets to green diamond this turn, which is hydroponics, they can scan.
Well, all right.
Oh, we need clues though first. So let's see what airlocks.
I'm now rereading this to see how this interacts with how this scan.
I just choose somebody and they get a free action, and then that action is draw the
for
top
the
card of the
scan.
deck. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Airlocks. There are no responses when you call out for assistance, only echoes mocking you back. 2 clue, 1 shroud. Zappy boy, get to the tattered mammalian. Add a crew story asset you control to the victory display. Oh, so we got to run them back here. That's cool. And then action resign. You should never have come. Remove all crew story assets you control from the game. So if you resign, even with crew under your control, you still lose them. So definitely want to get them out. But it's a free action to get them out.
Yeah, it's a free. Okay, so that's interesting. All right. Also, when
But
the
if
air
we
pressure equalizes, the hull is overcome by the smell of rotten flesh permeating the ozone hinged.
Oh, great. Love
Gotta
it.
love it.
So if we get those 2 clues this turn and get someone up to hydroponics, we can get that first scan card because it costs us 2 clues each time. So, but like I said, I'm pretty much in setup. So,
Oh, you already got. So then, scenario cards. To half the number of damage on you and assets you control. Oh, that's scary.
oh, you're reading the reference.
Yeah. We have the chaos bag set up, I assume.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, do you want to go first?
Sure. First action, I'm going to put my enchanted blade into play for 3. Second action, I'm going to put my virtual access key into play. This is a story asset from the first scenario. Item, charm, relic takes the accessory slot. Reaction: when you would take horror, exhaust it, cancel one of that horror. So that's going to be super useful for me, hopefully.
Literally just the silver key.
Yeah. Yep.
Down to the flavor text.
Oh yeah, you're. That's really cool. And then I don't have anything else I can play from my hand. They're all too expensive, so I'm going to just gain a resource from out.
Okay. I'm gonna play Robes of Night. Play 6-2.
Nice.
And last action on investigate. So I'm 5. 1. 4 up.
Ooh. All right. Halfway there. Upkeep. Oh, nice. Okay. All right, then we're at 1 out of 3 Doom, and I guess I'll draw the first encounter card. Mimic. Mimic gains the traits of the topmost ally asset in your discard pile. There are none. Mimic deals additional horror equal to the sanity value of the topmost ally asset in your discard pile.
Oh,
Oh, interesting. I
oh.
like that. 3/4/3, 2 fight. I'm fine having that. All right, your turn. Or your card, rather.
Yes! It's just isn't that, yeah, okay. Anyway, perfect limitation. Put it into play. When you draw a mimic enemy while you control an ally asset, I have to test willpower, and if I fail, discard this card and an ally asset.
Oh! Oh! Very fun.
Oh boy. This scenario is just gonna eat up our dudes, isn't it?
I think so.
I can
I think
tell.
I'm
I'm getting a little bit of a flavor here.
Okay, well, I'll go first since I have this mimic here. So right now he's just as listed because there's no allies in my discard pile, but he's 3/4/3, Guilty Spark. I am 4+2 with my blade, and I don't spend the charge unless I succeed. So here we go. We'll fight at 6-3. That's a success. So I will spend a charge, obviously, to 2+1 damage. So that's 2 damage on him. And then, oh, I'll do it again, 6-3. There we go. I will spend another charge to do another +1 damage, which defeats him. And then because I defeated
look
him,
at this! Look at all the things that are about to happen.
right? I draw a card and heal 1 horror. Good thing I have horror to heal. And then my last action.
And then you're Roland.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh,
hang on, be Roland for a second.
Yeah, right. Gain a clue, and then God, I really just want to get her into play. So I'm gonna. Well, maybe not now, knowing that this thing triggers off an ally.
Right.
So, I guess my last action will be to move.
Trust no one, Nick. Trust no one.
I'll move to hydroponics, self-sustaining ecosystem to provide enough food stuff for eternity. Ooh, 3 shroud, 4 clues, free action. If there are no clues on hydroponics and you have fewer than 3 sanity remaining, each investigator at this location adds 1 tally mark next to their memories. Group limit once per game. It's been too long since you've last smelled the fresh scent of greenery. Okay, now how does this work? Can I do it at any time? Yeah, during the investigation. So I could give myself a scan action.
Do it.
Which I will. So we both spend a clue. Yeah. Yeah, spend 2 clues as a group, draw the top card of the scanning deck. I draw Dr. Feng. Revelation. Put this card into play under your control. Double action, heal 1 damage from each investigator and ally assets at your location. Group limit once per game. Victory 1. Okay, so I just want to get him to get him out the door now.
Okay, so I understand the tension that's happening.
Yeah.
All these allies are going to be really useful, and we're going to want to keep them with us to get through.
Yep.
But doing so is going to put them just like straight in the crosshairs.
I think I'm just gonna run next turn. I'm just gonna run back and shove him through the airlock and be like, "Go get out of here!" I don't think I'm gonna hang on to him. As nice as that is, like that heal everything. I don't want to risk it,
especially with that skull sitting in the bag.
Yeah, yeah. All right, it's your turn.
Okay. What's our next? Red and
the Mickey Mouse.
Infirmary and Engine.
Okay. Both a little further away.
All right.
Okay.
Plunk down, start working, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So then I'll investigate 3 shroud,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Sorry, that was a question. It may
Oh,
not have
yeah,
sounded
yeah.
like it, but it was a question. Okay, so then I am 2 up.
Nice.
We'll go again. That's a clue.
All right. 2 clues for Safina. Nice. That's another
Wonderful.
scan when we get there. All right. Well, then it's upkeep. Okay. Okay. We are at 2 doom out of 3. And my encounter card is Infection. Put this card into play
I don't
in
like
your
that
threat.
art at all.
Yeah, that's rough. That guy's having a bad day. As additional cost to move or perform action abilities, take 1 damage. At the end of your turn, discard Infection. Okay, that's not
This
like it's not.
ship is full of briar. Like it's just gonna be like forging through a rose bush. All right. Old vacuum. Inflation test. You fail, you must either discard a non-story asset you control or choose to discard 3 cards from your hand. Oh god, I've got obsessive on my.
Ah.
So that said, though, I don't really have much to do about this test. The best I could do is get to even, and that's not worth my storm of spirits.
You're in my location. Oh my god. I have 1 combat icon and it's my other enchanted blade, so I'm not pitching it.
All right, 1 down.
There's a +1.
Yeah. So I either have to choose and discard a non-story asset I control, or 3 cards from my hand.
Oof.
Yeah, I have my other robes in my hand, so that's not a problem.
Yeah.
I only have
It's another
so
action
much.
you
I have so much damage soak.
have. Oh, sure.
Yeah, I still think that's better than 3 cards. 3 cards is a
I
lot. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take 2 damage because I'm gonna spend an action to move back to the airlocks, and then oh no, this is a free action. It's not an action to do this. Free action to add Dr. Fang to the victory display. So that's 1 damage on me. Only 1 action so far. So I'm probably gonna stay where I'm at for now. So my next action, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna play Alice for 4. And then last action, I'll just gain another resource. That's me.
Yep.
End of my turn. That
Yeah. Getting in my turn, obsessive fires. Robes.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna watch it happen.
I forgot that is when your turn begins. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, could have been worse.
Yeah, I mean I was gonna be sad to lose anything, but
Yeah.
okay. Well, that can't happen anymore, so 2 actions for that. Oh no. And then we're 2 of 3 on the agenda, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh no, you don't have a mimic in play number.
Nope. Okay.
All right. Upkeep. Okay. Okay. I like this. I like this distribution of cards so far. Agenda pops.
Ooh, flippy flip.
You were not prepared to hear the horrible ear-piercing roar of dismantled cries. Your motion scanner bleeps uncontrollably. There is biological movement detected in every direction. Whatever thing that has corrupted this ship has finally noticed your arrival. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck and discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is discarded. Spawn that enemy at the ship main. Go back in, shuffle. And 1, 2, 3, 5. Rats? 113. Familiar stat line. Hunter, forced after you defeat rats? Draw the top card of the encounter deck. Ah! And we cannot enter the ship mainframe, so they're going to scurry out after us. We can't go in there and take care of them on our...
That's fun.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Encounter
There has
phase.
to be like a joke. I'm not on the I'm on the outside of it with that question mark. There's got to be a story. That's right.
I mean, I think it's the idea that they're not actually rats; they're transformed to look like rats.
Ah, okay.
That's why you draw an encounter card.
Like, how could there be rats on a spaceship?
Right. Also, their stat line is the exact same as swarming rats, which is really cool.
That's true.
Oops, I just drew them into my hand. Okay, all right. My encounter card is the one I wanted to look at. Scrambled, which is Surge. Revelation, shuffle the scanning deck. If the top card of the scanning deck has an icon matching your location, take a damage. All right, well, I don't remember what my location is, so I'm just going to... No, I don't think it...
Nope.
What am I? I'm yellow. Yep, so no. Okay, so I don't take a damage, but that surges.
Honestly, it would surprise me if there's a scan in the airlocks.
That would be surprising, yeah. All right, Micrometeoroid, Hazard, Revelation, Test Agility 3. If you fail, you must either choose one, take 2 damage, or discard each event in your hand. Hoobly. Well, I only have 2 events, but I kind of want to keep them both. Do I have any agility in my hand? I do.
We're not at my location.
No, I'm not. I'm in the airlocks. I'm just gonna... I got the exact same thing you did. You had to test combat. I have to test agility now.
Yeah, right.
1 down. That's a fail. So I have to either take 2 damage or discard each event in my hand. I'm going to take 2 damage.
Corrupted machine.
Ooh.
Okay, so spawn at the location with the lose. Oh, hi.
Oh, but you can parlay it.
I can parlay for willpower. That seems good. Oh, we didn't check the new agenda, by the way.
Oh, you're right.
That's the thing important. From Earth. There's an abomination that is creeping around the ship, consuming all biological and mechanical matter within its reach and creating corrupted imitations. Same abilities for Doom. Damn it.
So we're still...
I threw Renfield down, hoping he'd be around for a while, but I'm going to get like 2 turns with him.
Yeah, we're still pretty low. All right. You're going to try and parlay that thing. Why don't you go first?
That is my current plan.
Yeah, so why don't you go first, and then I'll move in and help clean up if I...
Yep. Okay, so then I will parlay for action 1. 3 up.
That thing's been making its doing its rounds today. That -3.
Mm-hmm. You just... Okay, well.
Yeah, it's just gone.
I reasoned it into submission, I guess.
Yeah.
Do
you really want to destroy all humans? Do you really?
I think I'm still just gonna sit here, waiting. I've got read the signs and yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's throw it on my robes.
Okay.
Level 6 action. Yep.
All right. Okay, I'm now free to move without taking additional damage. Those rats are going to hunt out, but they only deal 1 damage. And when we kill them, we have to draw a new encounter card. So how do you feel about those rats? Should I stay by you so that I can... Well, I probably is a good idea just stay by you in general.
I mean, I won't stop you. They don't scare me, though.
Okay.
This should get 2.
What should? Sorry.
The memories.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to reach over the table and play with your own pieces or play with your pieces.
I was using that to track memories like gained during the scenario.
Oh, got you. Got you.
since I have the campaign log. So
Got it.
all right, so first action, moving back into hydroponics. Do they have a prey? They don't. So then I'll move. Let's try going into the crew quarters.
Yeah.
3
Ooh.
with 4 clues. Reaction after you discover the last clue from this location. Each investigator at this location gains 2 resources. Group limit once per game. Modest lounge with a dartboard, soft drink dispenser, and large holographic entertainment system. No human to be seen.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I can work with this a little bit. So that was my second action. Then I
Imagine
will.
being able to launch ships into outer space and establish colonies at other places in the solar system. Your best shot at entertainment in the crew quarters is a dartboard.
A dartboard. Right?
Imagine.
Yeah, what a future. I can't wait to get there.
I can play Nice the Old Republic on my fucking phone. Like,
Can we get an air hockey table? Nope. Sorry. Dartboard. All right.
baseball, anything.
I'm just gonna investigate, I think.
Play the game of life until from now until eternity. No, that's a lie. I'd much rather have a dartboard than life.
Yeah, that's probably true for me too. The only real bad thing, well, I guess a bunch of those are bad, aren't they? I'm just gonna invest. Well, no, God, I don't know. Yeah, let's just investigate. So I'm 4 to 3. Well, that's just okay. It couldn't. I mean, for it to go bad, that wasn't that bad. So.
Yeah.
So that's me then. Enemy phase, the rats move. I'll take them. Yep.
Here.
Yep. And then he hits me for 1. Is there a player action window between the enemy phase and the upkeep phase?
That's a good question. I don't have my rules reference in arm's reach.
I don't either, of course. And if I remember right, Arkham Horror doesn't have a handy dandy little.
I think it does. I think it's got an infographic at the back of the rules reference.
Where is my nearest rules reference? I don't even know. Oh, it might be right here.
Indices. Okay. So when are you're asking between when and when?
Basically, but after it attacks me, but anytime before the end of the round.
Okay, so enemy phase. Yes, there is a player window before or after hunter enemies move and after enemies attack.
Oh, after they move, even. Okay,
yeah, so hunters enemies move player window, and then yeah, and then
they attack. Okay, so after it moves, before it hits me for 1, I'm gonna play working a hunch and discover a clue at my location. When I discover a clue at my location, Alice Luxley, I can exhaust her to deal a damage to an enemy, and then when I defeat an enemy, I discover a clue at my location. But I also have to draw the top card of the encounter. So
wow, you are
I'm playing Roland.
You're making me feel ways about Luxley that I've never felt before.
Oh, she's great. Hopeless, Terror, Revelation. Move a crew story asset you control to the top of the scanning deck, moving all damage and horror from that asset to your investigator. If a crew story asset left play, gain 2 clues from the token bank. Well,
that's just a whiff.
Yeah,
thankfully.
Kind of. I mean, I would have gotten 2 free clues had we lost the story asset. But yeah. That is working a hunch string. Oh, you're right. It's only during my turn. Thank you, Juffo Wup. Well, I mean, we've seen into the future now. So I'll put those clues back. I'll get that rat back. Put Hopeless back on top of the encounter deck, which means I'm just going to draw it and whiff it again anyway. All right, so that was, yeah, so I just take, now it's upkeep.
Yep.
So I want to get that out. Okay. Mythos. 1 of 4. And I get, look at that, Hopeless. Discard it. Your turn.
Pale blue dot. Attach it to your current location. Forced after you leave the attached location, you must either take a horror or add one doom to the current agenda and discard this card.
Oh, I like it.
I don't have
And
a ward.
It doesn't go away. Oh, that's
Oh,
cool. I
it
like
doesn't
that.
go away till it hits.
Yeah.
That is cool. Okay.
No, it doesn't even leave after you. Do you discard it when it adds doom?
Yeah, it says discard it.
Oh, you're right. Old OCBs, old Oak Bees says if you're playing on Super Complete Edition, check the bottom left corner of the table. There's a
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, look at that! Jesus
that shit.
Thank you for that tip. All right. Well, that was our okay. So now I'm gonna deal with this thing, and I'm gonna start by playing Working a Hunch, getting a clue, killing the rats, getting another clue. So give me these 2 clues back. And now I get a brand new encounter card. Micro me. Oh, Jesus. I don't have any agility icon. Well, I have. You know what? Let's just use it. We're just gonna commit calling in favors. So I'm at least even 3-3. Well, look at that. Damn it. So 2 damage or discard each event in my hand. You know what? I don't have any events in my hand. So that means I have to take the damage, doesn't it?
Unfortunately, you should have just kept your calling in favors in your hand.
You're right.
Unfortunately.
So I'm at 6 of 9 damage already.
Ooh, doggies. Okay.
No, it's still my turn. I have actions. I haven't taken an action.
You have not. Still very much your turn.
Yeah. Okay. First action, I'll put the survival knife into play. There we go.
Once TTS decides it's time
to save, yeah, there we go. All right. Survival knife in play, then I'll investigate again. I'm 4-3. Fail. Investigate for my last one, 4-3. Fail. Half the amount of damage on you and assets he controls. So minus. Oh, that's a -3. Ooh.
That's rough.
All right, that's me.
Medic, come back.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll grab another.
Oh yeah, we're +1 doom. I forgot.
I did that already.
Oh, you did. Okay, thank you.
I will 6 cents, 3 up. So we'll move out of here and take a horror.
What's our scan? Red and green still. So if you go up to the infirmary.
Do you want me to come grab those clues, or do you want me to hop up and see what's going on at the infirmary?
Just go to the infirmary. Let's start scanning some more, I think. Oh, hang on. We should have advanced the act. Because I drew a story asset from the act, like, last turn.
Oh, no. Okay. Well.
One of the crew members stumbles out in fear. Thank God someone is here to help. I heard your calls, but was too scared to answer. There's something else with us on the ship. It's already taken some of the crew, but not all of us. I don't know who to trust. They describe an abomination that has been corrupting and consuming all biological and electronic mass on the ship. The entity is able to take on the form of the bodies and equipment it consumes, becoming a perfect imitation of the original. When it all went downhill, the Nostalgia 2 enacted a rudimentary quarantine procedure, and the crew have been hiding throughout the ship, waiting for help ever since. You can lead the helpless crew member back to the safety of the tattered alien, but if it is true that this abomination is able to create perfect imitations, how would you know if they're truly human? I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think that the guy I sent out to our ship
might be the imitation. Oh boy.
No!
Thing 101 and we failed.
Yep. Reveal the ship. Well, here's the thing. Oh no, we've gone too far.
Here's the thing. Yes, there was the thing.
Yeah, there it went. It's getting comfy on the tattered alien now. Reveal the ship mainframe location. Advanced to Act 2A. So ship mainframe is now accessible. Action parlay. Investigators at this location spend 2 clues as a group. Draw the top card of the evidence deck and read it.
Like a thing.
Yeah, and then Act 2 is Save Our Souls. There are still people hiding on board, among other things. Try to find as many of the Nostalgia 2's crew as you can and escape, but beware some of the crew may not be who they say they are. Objective: if each undefeated investigator is resigned, advance. Bring an imitation on board the tattered alien will have severe consequences. We're going to find out that he's infected. I just know it. Oh. All right, finish your turn.
All right. It's all right. Okay. So should I then go to the mainframe and grab the evidence?
Sure. That seems like a good idea.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so it was 1 to 6 cents, 1 to move, and I hadn't moved. Go. Took the horror from Pale Blue Dot already. Last action I'll spend. Draw the top card of the evidence deck and read it. This deck, right? It's already been
Yep.
shuffled? Is it in a specific order?
Nope, it's been shuffled.
Evidence MU D12 Mudbug. Although the medical robot Mudbug is not fully sentient, whatever is corrupting the vessel could still have infected its systems and infiltrate aboard your ship. Thankfully, the Nostalgia 2's central mainframe antivirus programs are able to confirm that none of the medical robot systems. Oh, we need to dig deep for what's his head's
Fang
thing here. So confirming Mudbug is not an imitation. Play, put this with it. After investigator draw the top card of the encounter deck and add this card to the victory. Okay.
Okay, so we want to try and get the assets before we grab the evidence. It seems like otherwise
Ideally.
we're getting extra. Yep.
Well, I mean, we get extra experience. We also get an extra encounter card. So.
Right, that's what I mean. So to avoid that encounter card, we want to get the story asset first.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's my last action.
All right. Upkeep. Oh, okay. I think I'm replacing. Oh, but I'm way low on resources. That's happening. All right. Yep. Doom, you got that. So encounter cards, I get rat. Okay. I was really hoping that it would be something
Rats?
that does something. Yeah, rats. Something that does horror instead of damage. But nope, it's another damage thing.
Okay.
Oh, you got rats as well? Nice. Okay. I'll go first. First action, fight the rats. I'll use the knife. 5-1. Ah! Okay, well that's a fail. Let's do it again. 5-1. There we go. The rats are dead. I discover a clue. And I draw the top card of the encounter deck. Perfect imitation.
Uh-oh.
And that's a will check. Okay, so I might lose Alice soon. What's the top card of the scanning deck still? It's still that. Which I could move down to the engine, guess. But I kind of want to get this last clue before I do. So I will do that. I'll investigate 4-3. Got it. So I get the last clue, and then I'll trigger the ability on crew quarters, which is after you discover the last clue. Each investigator at this location gains 2 resources. Sorry.
How dare
you.
I am betrayed.
Yeah.
So. Waste a spell on.
Yeah, psychopath. Yeah, I don't think you might not have been here when we started, and I was saying rats every time.
Save your voice at some point.
Right.
Okay. Well.
I just realized we're playing a Thing scenario, and I'm wearing my brand new The Thing.
Oh, the research station.
Yeah.
Nice. Apropos.
Yeah. Are you gonna spectral razor the rats?
I'm like. I think I'm just gonna punch it.
How exactly does time warp work? Oh no, it just rewinds everything. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't use it as like a premonition where you see what the token is and then.
Well, I mean, effectively, yes. You're just supposed to actually go through the motions.
But I mean, could you play Spectral Razor, attack the rats, see what the token is, and then time warp back and just say I'm going to fight it
Oh,
instead.
no, because then you would draw a new token if you're going to do it.
Right, that's what
Yeah.
I meant.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. Think. Okay, let me confirm here. What does that treachery do that makes you test combat?
It's test combat 3, and if you fail, choose one. You either discard a non-story asset from play or discard 3 random cards. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
Oh, Psychopath came here from MJ's live reading of Dark Drifters, The Key and the Crescent.
Nice.
Says it was really good, and that the VOD and audio should go live in a few days. Nice.
Wonderful. All right. Well, I'm just gonna punch this thing. We'll commit promise of power.
Sure.
A falcon punch a rat is 0. So
Oh, that must be
card. Contamination. Oh, that art's horrible.
yeah.
Surge. Attach it to an ally asset at your location. In the round, you must either discard the attached ally or place one doom on them.
Ticking time. Oh no!
Oh no! Put a doom on Renfield.
Yeah. Right. Well, we're already almost ready to pop, aren't we? Yeah.
I mean, I do. If this had come out one turn earlier, that would have been hilarious. I could have scored 2 extra resources off of it effectively.
All right.
Okay, so that was first action. Second action, I guess we'll get another evidence, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh wait, or did we want to get the people? No, we want the evidence out first. We covered this twice.
No. We want the story assets out first.
We do. Okay. Maybe
So
I'll
don't
wait then.
You can move to the engine room, and I can give you a free action to scan.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Engine room. The rumbles and vibrations increase in magnitude. The closer you are to the engine. Investigator and each enemy at this location to gain 2 clues from the token bank.
Ooh.
Bulky and inefficient, the design of these nuclear engines.
All right, get your free scan action.
And Mudbug!
Hey! Well, guess what? Guess who's drawing another encounter card?
Oh no. Card into play under your control. Oh, look at that action though.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wish we had that.
Get. Well, I take control of it now?
No, now because we know it's not an imitation. Now they both, right? After investigator draws. Oh no, yeah, you do get control of him, but we move this to the.
That's correct.
And you draw an encounter.
Get Mudbug. Here.
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. Why are there 2 clues on the infirmary? Did we reveal it and then unreveal it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
What 2 clues?
And then you have 1 action left.
I do. Yeah, let's just play 2 plus 6 is 8. 5 up.
Nice.
That's a big.
Oh, the ship mainframe is literally just mother.
Yeah.
The image.
Totally is.
All right. This guy doesn't move. He just sits there. So then we upkeep. Okay.
Okay, now what I have to check is if there's an action window between upkeep and end of the round. Let's see if I can crank Renfield one more time before he goes away to contamination.
There is not.
Oh, damn.
Upkeep phase ends, round begins, Mythos phase begins.
Well, is there anything in upkeep after things ready?
The next player phase isn't until...
Okay. It would be smart of them not to allow any sort of things like that.
Yeah, it's after you draw encounter cards and before the Mythos phase ends is the next time.
Okay, well, Renfield goes away.
Womp womp. Yeah. But we advance any. Oh no, so we go down to 2 now because he's gone. So now we get our third, and I get Another's Woe. Oh, that's awesome
That
art.
is really cool art.
Revelation, put this card into play next to the agenda deck. After an ally asset leaves play, place 1 Doom on Another's Woe. Action, test Will 3 or Agility 3. If you succeed, discard Another's Woe. That's,
On it.
not we can just leave it because oh no, it doesn't go away with the agenda. So yeah, we do have to action that away.
Mimic. Oh, hey. Ew, look, it was Renfield after all. Got contaminated, turned into a mimic.
But you control an ally asset.
Oh, you're correct.
So you have to test Will 4. And if you fail, you discard Perfect Imitation and Mudbug.
Only 1 up?
Yeah.
Oh. Yep. On a loot Mudbug. Hmm. I really don't want to lose Mudbug, so.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Or do I commit this?
Well, hang on. Hang on.
Mhm.
What's the sanity value of the Arcane Initiate? Arcane Initiate.
2.
So right now, Mimic has 1 horror because your topmost ally is Renfield and he has 1 sanity. So if you commit the initiate, he deals an additional horror when he attacks.
Sure.
Igatha Skulls in chat is asking if the engine room art is from Event Horizon. I thought it looked familiar. It probably is. I've only seen that movie once, but
Same.
it does look super familiar.
Good art.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3 up.
Okay.
I'm spending way too much time thinking about this.
Oh!
Okay. That's fine. I think. I will pull my time.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Where am I? Crew quarters. Where's the next scan? Blue T and the double slash. Oh, so I can just go up to telecoms.
Can I go first and see how I do against this mimic?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I might.
Because if you can at least get some damage on him, I can always run in and clean him.
Well. Oh, group limit once per game. Okay, so I can't get like. Ah, damn. Okay. Let's say that's really, really good. I didn't process per game. Okay, well, hang on. I can't plan to use that offensively. I'm just gonna sit here and take attacks of opportunity and just put it back on the enemy. Hurt it her. Okay, well, I think thing 1 is Spectral Razor.
Okay.
1. So that's gonna put me at 2 plus 5 is 7, 4 up. Well, that's 3 damage.
Nice.
Oh yeah, sure. That works too.
Let's use the strengths of the digital platform. Welcome to the stream, Kodab Games.
Yo. Um, let's let's just. I don't have a. I don't. I'm not gonna waste another
Yeah.
Spectral Razor because, like, guess what? Your Nightmare is still in your deck, and Spectral
Yep.
Razor is my best way of dealing with it.
Very true.
So
All
I'll
right. So
leave
just
him there and hop in here. Second action. We had 2 of. Oh, we're at 3 of 4 now. Okay.
yep.
Now's the time. And we'll hear. Then last action. Should I move?
Hang on. I'm gonna give you a free scan.
Ooh,
So if you
yeah.
move up to the telecoms, then you can scan this.
Action. Oh wait, hang on.
Oh.
For Nostalgia 2 listens to the last cries of Earth. Okay, so if it is currently Act 2, cross 2 of your memories out as a group to draw the top card of the evidence deck and read it. Interesting.
I like that. That's
Static
cool.
fills the radios, transmissions from Earth. Simple. Alright. Yeah. That's 2 clues.
Yep. Lieutenant Archer Michaels. Revelation. Put this card into play under your control. Action. Deal 2 damage to any enemy in play. You can kill. Oh, well, you can't because your turn's done now.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I've got a
to...
little bit of a cadre forming here.
So T and the hourglass. I think I'm in the hourglass. Yeah, I am. So I could scan here. So let's do that. My first action will be to scan. 2 clues down, and I get Captain Burr. Captain Burr may be assigned direct damage and direct horror to other investigators and ally assets at your location. All right, Burr. I think we only have 1 left, right? Oh, there's 2 left in the scanning deck, and the next one is diamond or double slash, so telecoms or hydroponics. I'm avoiding hydroponics because of the pale blue dot. Well, I have the key.
Also, Nick, we figured out why there's the free action to put people into the Tatterdemalion, and then the resign action gets rid of everyone you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So my next action, I'll move up to the telecoms, and then my third action is I will scan again.
Kodab, this has been really fun so far.
Yeah.
Really, really enjoying this one.
Do the clues not go back into the clue? We'll just trash.
Oh.
All right. And so now I get.
Oh, you crossed out 2 memories?
No. I scanned again.
Oh,
I moved up and scanned. Adam Tanner. Action. When an enemy spawns at your location, you automatically evade it. Group limit once per turn. Nice. These guys are cool. I like this design of powerful one-time use enemy or allies that may turn out to be a problem.
It's all about when you trigger it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So now it's enemy phase. We don't have any hunters. Those 2 just sit there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So upkeep. Okay. And now we're at 4 of 4. Did an ally leave play at all this round?
It was at the end of last round.
Okay. So 4 of 4.
Psychopath, Hipshot card review, any of the new previews. I saw the Doggo Sled and I am so excited for that shit.
I haven't seen anything other than what we've reviewed or previewed rather.
Would recommend. There's some really cool stuff out there.
Yeah. So if you want to know my thoughts on anything we previewed, just view the VOD of Look What I Found, Edge of the Earth.
Maybe your thoughts advance we streamed?
Not really. I haven't thought about much other than
still
aliens.
Don't have the cards in our hand.
Yeah. Agenda 2B, The Lost. You have come to understand that whatever plague has struck upon Earth has been transmitted to the ship as well. Perhaps the ship was too close to Earth's atmosphere, or perhaps a crew member had accidentally watched one too many of the undecipherable and corrupting transmissions from Earth. Whatever the invisible
Also
corruption
known
is,
as
it is.
Fox News.
I mean, when you're right, you're right. It has begun to affect you as well. For every time you blink, you see visions of the hell left behind on Earth. Masses of flesh appear around you, sculpting into the shapes of people you once knew. In player order, each investigator must test Will 3. In your campaign log, record that each investigator who fails has been corrupted by the Earth. All right, Will 3, starting with me.
Okay.
Of course, I don't have any of my.
Are we together?
Yes,
Yes.
we are.
I
I'm 3 to 3.
can help you.
Well, then, all right.
I mean, I have a deny existence.
Oh, that's not going to do anything.
Oh, no, I mean, it has one wild icon.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. 3 to 3. I failed. I have been corrupted by the Earth.
Hmm. All right, so it's willpower 3.
Yep.
Watch this. 4 or 5. Oh, that'll do it.
You're good?
Yep.
Okay. Just real quick.
I deny the Earth ever exists. Look. You say it. But flat earthers exist now. So it only makes sense that in the far-flung future there would be people who are like Earth never existed.
Yeah, right?
That would be real.
What do you mean Earth? Oh, that fantasy? That child story? All right. New agenda. It's a 3 shroud or a 3 doom again. Oh boy.
Okay. All right.
Actions were the same as before on it, and then encounter cards. Oh, excuse me. Starting with moi. Play pale blue dot. Attaches to telecoms. It's hard for me to say telecoms and not think of the old
Game system?
no, not think of the old VHS production company Viacom.
Oh, sure.
Think of their little logo. And then that super deep voice.
For sure Viacom is like the holding company for like conglomerate still.
Oh, I assume they folded, but yeah, they might still be around.
Pretty sure they're still around. They just own things now.
Yeah.
That's what they own things.
They just own stuff. What a business to get into, just owning
for
other business.
real. Business is booming.
All right, your encounter card.
Oh, come on. I just did one.
There's perfect imitation.
Well, at least I can get rid of my arcane initiative.
True.
Half the reason I did this. All right. Well, during the window for that skill test, I will arcane initiate. Back to the depths, stars. Okay. So. Oh wait, hang on. Did this take Renfield? Or no, something else took Renfield. Yep, it was corruption, contamination. Anyway, so I'm 1 up currently. Yikes, and I don't think it's gonna get much better than that. Okay, 1 up. Oof. Oof. Well, of all the things that I might say at the end of this test, I'll say now that I deserve this. I am sowing the seeds I reaped. Reaped?
Reaped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just no. Okay, so perfect imitation goes away, and I discard my arc.
And
The curse is gone.
after an ally asset leaves play, place a doom on another's woe.
Okay, cool. I'll take care of that this turn.
Okay. All right. So there's a mimic at my location. What's it at? It's at It's a 4 health. And you have allies in your discard pile, but I do not. So if I engage it, it deals less.
If you engage it, Nicholas, if you engage it and deal 2 damage to it, one of my actions during my turn will be to Mudbug, take 2 damage off of you, and kill it.
Oh, okay. So I should end my turn just dealing 2 damage to it.
Yeah. Unless you like really, really want to trigger Roland's.
There's no clues here, I don't think.
There's 4.
Oh, there are clues here. Yeah, never mind. It's full of clues. Clues everywhere.
It's clueful.
Okay. And Alice deals some damage to an enemy at my location. Is there a way for me to deal 2 damage to it without engaging it? I don't think. Yeah, well, I could. I could just swing at it while you're.
Yeah, I've got time warp. You super miss.
Yeah, that's true.
Take another shot at it.
Oh, hang on. I can automatically evade it with Adam Tanner when it spawns at our location. Or do we want to save that for something?
Save it. Like,
How many
we can deal with
agendas
this.
are left? There is an agenda after this, so yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me think this because I got okay. All right. So if I discover a clue, I can exhaust Alice to deal damage to it, and then I can just swing at it with the knife. That'd be 5 to 3. I don't like those odds either. So I'm just gonna swing at it with the knife, and I'm gonna commit a vicious blow. So 6 to 3. Okay, 2 damage to it. What's our last scan? Red and oh, it's here. Oh no, it's down 1. It's back down at the crew quarters. But we need clues first.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have clues. Do you have any clues left? You do have 2, so you can scan. So I'm gonna just give you the free scan action this turn with K2.
Okay.
Whether or not you use it.
That's down.
It's down 1.
Hourglass and cool.
So I guess I'll move over to the infirmary.
Don't move anywhere. I need you to end here because I
didn't engage the enemy.
Oh,
you need me?
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That'll work.
Okay, I'm good to move. Okay,
mm-hmm.
So I mean, second action.
The benefit to you staying here is I will heal 2 damage off of you.
Oh, that is nice. And
yeah.
I was assuming the infirmary would heal, but yeah, all right, I'll just stay here then.
Yeah.
So, okay, so
I mean, it's very possible that the infirmary will heal it.
Sure. I'm going to. Oh, you're gonna take care of another's woe this turn.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm gonna pop out Alice for Greta, and that adds another doom to another's woe. So we're at.
What's the test to get rid of it? 3?
Will or agility, yeah. So I'm at 0 resources. So my last action will just be to gain a resource. That's me.
If your last action could be to engage it, so I don't have to take the attack of opportunity to Mudbug, that would.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. Mudbug, heal 2 damage, deal 2 to the mimic.
Okay, dead.
Abilities.
Get in the. Fine, we'll just trash it. That was annoying.
All right, second action, I will attempt to get rid of another's woe. I am up.
Oh no!
I'll try.
Well,
again.
ignore the scan this turn and just try it again.
Okay. That gone. And
oh, good.
Next turn will
scan.
Yeah, do. Okay. We can have one turn where we're not dealing with a mimic. That'd be great.
Yeah. All right, upkeep. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
I need to get my resource acceleration. I haven't, and like all I've gotten have been assets, and that's it.
I mean, you've got a healthy board out.
I do. All right, we're advancing, or we're moving on rather.
Yep.
Oh, 1 doom. My encounter card. Cold Vacuum. Test Combat 3. If you fail, you must either choose one discard non-story asset you control or choose and discard 3 cards from hand. I'm glad I got this one finally. I'm 5-3, but just to be safe, I'm gonna commit Greta because I'm never gonna play that other copy. So 6-3.
Not with that attitude.
That's success. Your turn. Ah,
Nation. Uh-oh. Board.
gonna go. Oh yeah.
Board. Board.
All right, so we want to get to the crew quarters,
That's
and
Surge's,
you want to.
sorry.
Oh,
God, fuck it!
I can evade it.
Yeah, I'm
It's
really
a once
sick of them.
per game, but
Really. So does it automatically evade before it engages?
when this
Does
enemy
that matter?
spawns, when it spawns at your location, you automatically evade it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There's nothing that like happens. That was a different
Right.
treachery that triggered. Okay. Yeah, that art is like serious square. It's like coming out of the head of an octopus, right? Is that what that is, or is that a fish?
What is squick?
Squick is like, it's squicky. It just
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's weird. Okay,
Well,
so
carry on, then.
we want to scan at the telecoms, or at the crew quarters, sorry, which is south of our position. I think I can kill that thing this turn, which I would get 2 clues if I did from this location. So, what's your plan this?
I can go down and scan.
Okay, sure. All right, go ahead. Why don't you start?
Yep. So first action, I'll move. Horror from El Blue Dot. I will. Yeah, you can give me the free one this turn, right?
Yeah, yep, you got it.
And Sophie. Sophie. Suspend 2 clues to scan. Drop the top card of the scanning deck as if you're at any location once per game.
Oh,
That's
well,
pretty clutch. That's pretty clutch.
That would have been great about 9 turns ago. Glad she was the last one in the deck.
Yeah. Okay. So
now we need to get evidence. So we can trade memories for evidence here in Telecom once.
I think I stand a better chance in the mainframe.
Yeah, that's my plan, was just to run down and beat that machine.
I'll hop in here. Back to the show. Okay. Last action, I will parlay. Up.
Nice.
I will camp here, grab clues, and hopefully find evidence.
Okay. I'm going to fight this mimic. And I will. Yeah, we'll just use the enchanted blade. So I'm 5, 6, 7 to 3. Success. We'll empower the blade. Deal +1 damage. Wait. No, we're not going to do that. We're just going to hit him for 1. Second attack, 7 to 3. Success. Hit him for another 1. Third attack, 7 to 3. That's minus
2
because I got healed. So that's a success. Now I'm going to empower the blade to kill him. That draws me a card, heals me a horror. I don't have a horror, but I draw a card. That mimic is dead. I get a clue because I'm Roland, and then I will deal a damage to Greta to get another clue.
Yeah, psychopath. For someone whose ridiculous bad luck is very well documented, I can say running around with a time warp in my hand is a very loving security blanket right now.
That is my turn. What did I get? Prepared for the worst? Garbage. All right. I think that's yeah, enemies don't move, so.
Cool.
My worst nightmare.
Of course, when I get camped.
You're all the way over there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
To doom. First encounter card for me. Infection.
No. Oh no. Now
So
you
much
can't
damage.
even get any closer without just getting
I mean,
reamed.
yeah, whatever it is. Your turn. Or your
Okay.
encounter card, rather. I mean, it's doom free right now.
Sure.
So I'm glad you got rid of the first one.
Okay. I'm assuming you don't really have any meaningful way to evade your worst.
What's in my hand? No agility icons. So I'd just be testing 2 to 2 over and over and over again.
Because I still have to take an action to grab my spectral razor. I don't have
The good news is I have the key, so even if it ends up hitting me this turn, I can reduce the horror by 1.
Oh wait, how much? Oh, it has 3 health. God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can just sit here and try and evade it.
If we do it the other way around and I come in and almost finish it off, what would you do at that point? Still, you would just have to sit there and
Evade.
All right, so why don't you go first and see if you get lucky?
Okay. Yeah. All right, first action evade 2 to 2. Fail. Second action evade 2 to 2. Fail. Third action evade 2 to 2. Fail. All right, your turn.
Well, it was a good run. Yeah, at the end of your turn, at least infection goes away.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So up. And last action is I'll pull my spectral razor.
Okay. Enemy phase, he hits me for 2 horror. I exhaust the virtual access key to take 1 horror instead. And then upkeep. Again, more assets. Yay. Man, I wish Greta triggered when anybody defeated an enemy at my location rather than just me.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
That'd be fun.
I remember, leveled up one doesn't do, does she?
No, she has 4 health and costs 4 resources instead of 5.
Well,
Oh, and she gives you an intellect icon too.
Well, and you get you can discover the clue at a connecting location as well.
Oh yeah, so maybe she doesn't have 4 health then. I don't remember.
Well, she also has 4 health. You're right.
Jeez, all right.
Yeah, she's a decent deal.
Pretty good. The agenda's popping this turn. Hunger, Act 3B. If there are still cards remaining in the scanning deck, there are not. If the scanning deck is empty but not the evidence deck, you lose track of the crew for a few moments. Can you still trust them? Put the top card of the evidence deck under the scenario reference card. Flip this back to 3A. Okay, so we're losing the ability to suss them out. This is the other one down here.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep.
Of the 4 people we have, of the 5, because Dr. Fang in our victory display is not verified yet. We have 3 that we can verify of the 5 that we have total. Your 2, my 2, and Fang.
Okay. Well, if we assume that wasn't an alien,
right? Oh well, no, I'm assuming that he's one of the 3 cards in that deck, maybe.
Sure.
You know what I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
Otherwise.
Josh Varela in chat. Yes, if Greta would take clues when other people killed monsters, that would be Greta. You're right. That'd be Greta. All right, I'm gonna draw my encounter card. I drew From the Dark. Test agility 6. Reduce it by 1 for each card in the scanning deck. If you fail, either take a damage for each point you fail by, or search the encounter deck and discard pile for a mimic enemy and draw it. All right, I'm 2 to 6.
Worst case scenario, you're grabbing a mimic here.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Worst case, Ontario.
Yeah. It sure is. I don't think there's any mimics in the discard in the deck because there's 4 cards. There are not. So, come on, group, auto group. Just can you please just
Do the thing.
we'll shuffle those back up, and I'll pull one from here. And I have a couple of different effects that are going to go off when I pull them in. Well, I think just one effect. Perfect Imitation goes off. Test Will 4. If you fail, discard this card and an ally asset you control. Do I have any will buffs? All right. Enchant Weapon is being committed.
I'll commit.
Oh, okay. So I'm 4, 5, 6.
Really like you to be able to keep Greta.
6 to 4. Okay, perfect. But that stays there because I didn't fail.
Yeah.
So, all right, you're in counter card.
Ah, all right.
Hang on. I think I might have something I can throw.
It's fine. If I lose my robes, I'll live.
I can give you +1.
Not like happy. I mean, no.
Okay.
Even is not great for me right now, so just keep whatever.
Okay.
I'll hold out hope that I draw one of the 2 tokens that will pass me on. Ooh, so close.
Yeah.
All right, I was wrong. I take it back. And of course now my deny existence. Oh well, you needed the deny existence. That made a difference. So non-story asset I control. I'll get rid of 6.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you're gonna take care of the nightmare?
I'm gonna do my best. So we'll play Spectral Razor. Get over here. I am 5/7. I'm 5 up on your worst. Nailed it.
Cool.
Deed. One. God, do we want to spend memories? Are we? I have no idea. I have no idea how big a cost that is.
In other scenarios, the skull got harder when we had more memories. Like in the first 2 scenarios, that was what the skull scalar was, the number of memories you have. So I don't have an answer for you because it's like it's good. It seems like they're good and bad. No, I think you just want to get down to the mainframe.
Yep. So 2. Let's take another horror. Yeah. Wondering. And I'm done.
All right. What's the topmost? Oh, okay. So he deals 2 horror to me right now because Greta is the topmost ally in my discard. But hopefully that's not gonna. I don't have any damage accelerant though.
You got your survival knife.
Yeah. Only when after he attacks me for 2 and 2.
Oh right.
Yeah, and I can't. He can take direct, but okay. So I'm just.
He's
I'll
been
fight.
used, right? We ended up using it.
Yes. Yeah. I'll fight. So I'll use the blade. I'm 6 to 3. 7 to 3. Sorry, that's a hit for 1. Blade again. 7 to 3. Hit for 1. Blade again. 7 to 3. Hit. Now he's 1 away. Enemy of phase. He attacks me. I'll put a damage and a horror on Captain Burr. And I will take a damage and a horror, but I'll exhaust the virtual access key to reduce it by 1. And then I'll survival knife. So I'm 7 to 3 again.
Nice.
And then I'll create the discard. Get in the fucking. I don't know why that is like that. That's another clue. All right, that's the enemy phase.
Nick, you're Roland. You're Roland.
Oh, he does that himself. Yeah, you're right. Clear that location.
Woo!
Remember, like he could be blank, and I'd still be happy. Apparently. So.
I mean,
all right, upkeep. Oh, nice. I got his 38.
Well,
All right, so we're at 1 doom out of 3. We know what's going to happen when that pops, at least.
how many? Is this the last card in the deck?
There's 3 cards in the encounter deck right
No,
now.
sorry. Is this the last card in the? No, there's 2 cards in.
There's one more underneath it. Yeah,
Yep,
this one keeps going back and forth until evidence is all gone.
Got it. Okay.
All right, so my encounter card is the color ace. Test will 3. If you fail, put it in your threat area. You must commit all eligible skill cards in your hand to skill test performed at your location. Action, take a horror, discard. Oh, that's not bad. 3 to 3. Failed, so it's in my threat area. It's just going to eat an action on my turn. That's it. Go ahead.
Psychopath, I definitely scored the tarot for free. It worked exactly how you wanted to. Hey, that seems familiar.
Oh, Gnarl's Apprentice in chat says in order to put the damage tokens back into its container, you need to set its state to 1. Ooh, you got it too.
Well, that could be bad. Fine.
It only targets skill cards, so at least it doesn't force you to commit.
Oh, you're
everything.
correct. Okay, I read it as skill icons. Skill cards is because I've got like
that would be rough.
I've got like 3 of them in this deck. So suck blood from a stone and counter card.
One intelligence test would suck my hand dry. So
that's why it seemed really bad.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna. I think I already used the key, didn't I? Yes, I did. Sure. No, that was that was the enemy phase, so I still have my key. So I'm gonna move out of this location, and the key's gonna soak that horror. So that's 2 actions to move down to the mainframe, and then my next action will be to do the mainframe's ability, which is parlay. Spend 2 clues as a group, draw the top card of the evidence deck. Let's get rid of 2 clues.
Hell yeah.
Get that evidence. And you should be able to do that a couple times this turn, shouldn't you?
Hoping so. At least once.
Sophie!
Yay!
With the mainframe's help, you track down the source of the ship's distress call, an engineer that has been fixing ventilation problems and who has been stuck in the maintenance areas of the ship ever since her partner mysteriously disappeared during the initial outbreak. She was able to send out a distress beacon by hacking into the comm system. You note that it is impossible that the contagion reached her while she was in the maintenance areas. Sophie is not an imitation. If the Sophie story asset is in play or the victory display, add this card victory display. So she stays in play, and we add this to the victory display. Nice. Okay, that's me.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll parlay as well.
Yeah. And then we can spend my clues too on your turn, so we could clean the evidence deck out this round. Yeah, I think so too.
Next one is Dr. Feng! It's Dr. Feng!
Oh,
he's fine! He's fine!
God.
He's clean! It's okay!
Oh my God!
Everything's gonna be okay! It's all okay! Whew.
Oh, thank God!
Whew. Okay. All right then.
I thought for sure I fucked us over.
Look, you know, my butt cheeks have been tight about it the entire time we've been playing. So we're okay. When you're finally able to access the video recordings for the infirmary, you discover the gnarly events that led up to the quarantine, dude. Dr. Feng has been treating an unknown eye infection in technicians. He was the first to notice that the corruption also took root in some of the medical tools used to examine the poor technician. This proved that whatever was corrupting the ship could also affect electronic equipment as well. Thankfully, the video was able to confirm that the doctor was wearing protective gear he's been hiding in his apartment. He is now an invitation victory display.
Nice.
Okay, so we can get 3 people out of here. So Sophie and Mudbug. Got to figure out.
So there's one more evidence. So that means that one of my guys right now,
and at least one of mine.
Yeah. Okay. So of the 3 we have unconfirmed, 2 of them are probably Well, I guess I don't know, because all the evidence we've drawn has been good. So I don't know if there's bad evidence. You know what I mean?
No, I just
I would
think the
imagine
ones that we can't draw the evidence for are automatically assumed to be imitations.
that could be, yeah.
This, I feel like the evidence clears them, and everyone else is assumed
Sure.
to be an imitation.
That would make sense. All right. Well, let's draw the last one then. You want to spend an
Yep.
action, I'll spend two.
Good. So that's second action for me. And Lieutenant Michaels.
That's you.
Archer. All firearms aboard the Nostalgia 2 are continuously monitored by the ship's mainframe. These high-tech weapons also provide biometric information on the wielders while they are in there. Without too much hassle, you are able to determine that the lieutenant of the ship has not been consumed and imitated by the entity, notably because they have been holding on to their handgun. I like that. All right.
That's a fun little twist on the thing sort of situation where it's like, yeah, like anybody can pick up a gun and use it, but here's the thing: once you do, you know you're infected. Like we can tell if you're infected or not. Like that's a fun little twist.
I mean, that's
Um,
kind of evocative of like the Thing prequel, right? Where the kind of distinguishing thing was it couldn't imitate non-organic material.
right? Yeah.
Which,
Um,
hot take, the Thing prequel was pretty good. Just wasn't as good as the original.
the big issue with it was the fact that they told everybody we're going to be using practical effects, and
Oh,
the
well,
people
yeah.
who designed the practical effects thought their stuff was in the movie
Oh, that's
until they
gross.
saw it on the premiere and saw all the CG, and they were heartbroken. Like you can
Ooh.
watch interviews of before they watched the movie and after. So it was the fact that they literally redid all the practical effects with CG and didn't tell anybody. That's the worst part about it.
That's gross.
But
I had no idea.
yeah, it's terrible. But I agree.
Disgusting.
That movie is a respectable, modern, quote unquote, version of the thing.
I think it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so you might as well start moving back to the airlock.
That way.
Yeah.
So move to the airlock, and then free action. I'll put Mudbug and Archer on the ship, right?
And Sophie, they're all clean.
Oh wait, but that's gonna pop 2 Doom on Another's Woe. Maybe instead.
So don't do it yet. Wait till I'm there to resign.
Yep. I'll just hold off on.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay, upkeep. Oh no. Cover up. Well, at least I'm on a location with a bunch of clues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're at 2 Doom. I'm not gonna be able to resign this turn, I don't think.
Hopefully, I should just be able to get rid of Another's Woe, and it won't.
Ow! And I got From the Dark again. Test agility 6, reduce. So I'm either gonna get a mimic, or I'm gonna take a butt ton of damage. And if I take a bunch of damage, then we're putting a bunch of doom on Another's Woe. Does that cause the agenda to advance when it? No, it doesn't.
No.
So we can stack a bunch of doom on it this round, so that's fine. Okay.
I mean, presumably, we're assuming I can get rid of it, which
sure.
Hopefully.
So I'm 2 to 6. Hey, look at that! I failed. So we're gonna put I fail. I have negative. I failed by 6. So guess what? We got 6 doom on Another's Woe. Oh no, hang on. No, that's not how that works.
No, you go grab a mimic. Or
What?
take
Really?
a damage for each point you failed by. Those are your 2 options.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put, because we know these guys are not up to snuff.
Mm-hmm.
These two. So I'm gonna put
Got it. Yeah.
1 damage on him, which kills Burr. Hey, look at that. When they are on the 1 setting, they do go back in the container. So.
All right, so that puts 1.
Yep. And then I'm gonna put 2 damage on Tanner, which puts another 1 on Another's Woe. That was 2 of my 6. I'll put 1 damage on Grete. Oh no, she goes in my discard pile. So that's another 1 on Another's Woe. And then I have 1 damage left to take for myself. So yeah.
Fucking cleaned house on that one.
I sure
Monster
did.
was coming at you. You're like, have them. Have them all. I just have to run faster than you guys.
Yeah, that was my encounter cards. Now we shuffle the discard pile. So who knows what you're gonna get? You're up. most
Corrupted
clues?
machine. Most clues is still the mainframe?
Me. Yep. So me. Oh, it's only a 2 health.
Yeah, he's not bad.
No.
In fact, he'll help you clear a couple of those clues. Well, at least from cover up, anyway.
Kind of wish I had kept Greta out here now.
Okay.
All right. I still don't think I'm going to be able to get over there.
Well, here, let me go first.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get rid of Another's Woe. So we're 4, 5, up. A lot. Yep.
Nice.
Get the resource back, but I passed that. Another's Woe is gone.
Cool.
Helpful. Do you want that enemy? Because I could use Lieutenant Archer's ability before I get rid of her.
That just defeats it.
That would just deal 2 damage to it.
Well, the problem is that I can't deal more than 1 damage in an action.
So that's still helpful then? Oh, no,
thinking.
because it only has 2.
Yeah.
Well, you tell me.
Do I have any will icons in my hand? I could try parlay. Nope, but I don't. I think I might. What's its attack? It's a damage and a horror. I might just take an attack of opportunity to get a weapon in play.
Okay.
So, no, it's fine. Don't worry about
Right?
it. Because I want to clear cover up, and I can only do that at the mainframe.
Sure.
Wait.
Wow.
If a card says discover a clue at your location, could that still trigger cover up if I'm at a different location? I don't think so. Because cover up is when you would discover a clue at your location, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so no, I don't think so. I think I still need clues at the location in order to get cover up.
That is my understanding of cover up. There has to be a clue, but
What a fucking shitty weakness.
I am really glad that we've gotten away from the task weaknesses.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of fun and some of them are like hella thematic, but if you draw them late game, it's like, all right, well, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah.
Can't handle this.
All right. So yeah, that's my plan: is play a weapon, take an attack of opportunity, kill the thing, and then start getting clues off cover.
Okay. Should I just kill that other mimic then?
I mean, you can. Yeah. I mean, if you want to use her ability, yeah, go ahead.
As well.
You could theoretically resign this turn.
I could, but I kind of feel like I want to stick around and help you get rid of cover up.
Oh,
I want to scoot these guys off, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
To the victory display.
Oh my god, so much XP.
Sweet. And then last action.
Cool. All right.
I mean, I have a decent amount of intellect icons. So.
First action, I'll play Enchanted Blade.
Ooh, new card just dropped from Man of Lang. Like, I still need to go through and do like the weekend wrap up from everyone who revealed something. What was the new card? Just, in a few words. Should I be hype? I'm pretty hype in general.
I imagine so. So that's a damage and a horror from this guy. I'm gonna exhaust virtual access key to kill the horror.
I still haven't even looked at Daniela yet.
Yeah, either have I.
Optimal Play got to. You an investigator? Still not envious about it.
I'm gonna commit 2 cards, so I'm 8 to 4 on the attack. -2, that's a hit, so that kills the corrupted machine, and the Enchanted Blade pops. So I get a card and heal a horror.
And you defeated an enemy, so you kill one of your cover-ups.
I knew there was a reason for that.
I assume you want to get rid of your cover-up clue before you discover that, though.
Oh, God, yeah, you're right. Get out of here, Clue. You go home. And you get out of here. There we go. And then my last action will be to play an art student.
Ooh, it sounds like a very tanky card, Nick.
Ooh, nice.
Turns other people's attack of opportunities into gauge for you. That's awesome. You cancel the attack?
Well, that's That's me then, so I think we're on upkeep because there's no enemies out. Wait, did you kill this mimic?
I did.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry, I just
All right.
clean up. All right, wonderful.
Upkeep. Okay. I'll be able to get these clues.
Ooh, man, Daniela card, I'm sure, but that also sounds like a Diana card, like hardcore. Well, I have a premonition in hand, FYI.
Okay, well, the agenda's advancing. So now both the scanning deck and the evidence deck are empty. The entity reveals itself. Get ready for a fight. Advance to Act 2B and Agenda 4A. I'll let you read Act 2B.
Yep. You advance this act due to Agenda 3C, which is what we just did, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have isolated and confirmed the safety of as many crew members as you can. However, there are still a few that cannot be accounted for. Before you figure out what to do with the unconfirmed crew, the abomination reveals itself in a colony of molted flesh and metal, ready to use the corrupted mass it gathered to smother your existence. Like Eldritch Katamari, isn't it? Absorbing everything. If any of the corresponding allies are in the victory display, proceed to R2.
So wait, look at the story cards that are under the scenario reference card, but do not read them. The crew story assets corresponding to these cards were imitations of the entity. So, Adam Tanner and Captain Burr. Okay, so we know they're.
Okay, and if the corresponding allies are in the victory display, which they get removed from the game if they just get defeated.
Yeah, so they're removed. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so R2 would be like if you brought an alien onto the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. Oh, but there's the entity. Okay, he spawns in the mainframe. Right? According to the act.
Yep, so spawn the entity at the mainframe, search for all crew story assets, remove the game, and attach them face down to the entity. There's the... I was like, there's gotta be... Like, we can't have just gotten away with it.
Right.
Meddling kids and... log.
Alright, so he's got 2 cards attached to him. What happens for each card attached? Oh, it's on him, I
search
bet.
for all crew story assets corresponding to the evidence cards under the scenario reference card. So, yeah, alright, so that's already... So everything that was defeated and all of the ones that are confirmed imitations get attached.
Which is just 2, yep.
Okay.
He gets +4 health for each card attached to him. So he is a 4-11-3.
All right.
Damage and horror dealt by him must be dealt to allies first. So he chews through allies. He's a 3-2 victory 2. 11 damage. I don't know if I can do 11 damage.
I feel like we maybe cut our losses in GTFO at this point.
Yeah, I think we fuck shoes and get out of here.
Yeah.
What's the new act? Shadow of the Earth. The entity's true form screeches and hurls its tentacles of pulpy mass towards you in anger. You must either escape while you still can or gather your strengths to exterminate the abomination once and for all. If it's defeated, advance. If each undefeated investigator is resigned, R1.
Okay.
And this is the same except for when a crew story asset is defeated, attach it face down to the entity instead. We're at 2 doom, but it says the scenario will not end when this agenda advances. So I think we just gotta get out of here. So excuse me. Encounter cards.
Nothing good has ever come from an agenda advance, regardless, so.
Right. Hopeless. Move a crew story asset you control the top that's but nothing happened. So discard. Your turn. Or your card.
You love a good whiff. Contamination.
That attaches to art student.
It has to be unique.
Oh, then it's just discard.
Oh no, unique if possible.
That
attaches there, and then it switches.
It's fine. I was gonna get rid of art student anyway.
Scrambled, shuffle the scanning deck. There's no scanning deck left, so that just surges as well. I've been playing a lot of Marvel, and that game gives you anxiety about going through too many encounter cards in one like thing. It's like, no, stop cascading. But now, like in Arkham, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have to care anymore. Ah! think
Who's the topmost?
it's...
2.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Yep. What are
Okay.
you? Why are you? What did I...
So
Did I accidentally draw a card?
I don't know. Whoa, where'd you get that from?
It was in my hand, and I don't know what, where, and why.
I might have dealt. Oh, you know what? I hit deal on the set asides.
Oh, okay. I'm like, hang on.
Oh shit! How do we get that thing?
Safina reaches in her painter's bag and brings out just like a fucking ship-mounted railgun.
And suddenly I want to go see what the flight deck does. Okay, so here's the thing. I can attack the mimic twice with my new
All right,
blade.
chat, you're getting me excited. Calm down. I too like a well-built woman.
I can attack the mimic twice with my blade. And kill it, and that would get the last clue off of cover up, and those would not trigger attacks of opportunity from the mimic or the entity.
You can go. I got 6 health to spare, so if you miss, it's not that big a deal.
But the problem is he hits for 3 and 2. So do you have any way to evade him?
I could potentially.
Okay.
What do you mean he hits for 3 and 2? Oh, the big guy.
Yeah, so if I move from the location, then after I kill the mimic,
Got it.
I'm taking 3 damage to horror. So. Yeah.
Well, premonition.
Okay.
Cool. First action.
Yeah,
Evade.
I'll do it.
Big dude. Draw the +1. Cool. He's super evaded.
And now get out of here.
Well, I still have my mimic.
Oh, you have the mimic though, so you have to shit.
It's okay.
No. You can, because I have another art student in my hand, so
Okay.
I can gain a resource art student. I won't be able to resign this turn, but I can at least get to the airlock.
I feel like that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So then I think the play. Are you're getting to the airlock though?
Yeah, I'll get to the airlock.
Okay, so I'm gonna evade this dude. Deny existence. Quantum flux. 6 to 3, 3 up.
And you're making sure that if you have skill cards, you're committing them to tests, right? Because colors of space is so. Okay.
Yeah, when my watch this hit my hand, I committed it to the next test.
Yeah.
And then last action, I'll move out.
Okay. First action, gain a resource. Whoops. Second action, play art student, kicking art student out of my hand. Or out of play rather. That discovers the last clue off of cover up, so now I'm good to go there. Last action, leave.
All right.
Okay, so upkeep.
Rare games where I never see Stars of Height. Loving it. I am living for it.
Oh,
because then on the other side of the spectrum, you draw it every other freaking card, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Happening?
All right, so we're at 1 of 2 doom on the agenda. And I get my encounter card. Location with the most clues, they go behind us to the mainframe. That's fine. Seems like that's a shitty place to be right now.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna action resign.
Yep. Action, take a damage. Resign.
Woo! Nice.
We never even made it up to the flight deck.
No, that's what. Let's see what it does. Deal 2 horror to each investigator at this location. Gain 2 clues.
Okay.
Oof. And what's the infirmary? Choose an ally asset at this location. Test int 2. If you succeed, discard a copy of contamination attack. Oh, that's nice. All right. So what do we? If we resign, we go straight to R1. Oh. R1. There we go. You barely made it out of the madhouse alive. The horrors you've seen of the horrors you've seen of the what remains of the crew, typo I think, is almost too much for you to handle. If there are no crew story assets in the victory display, but there are. If there are crew story assets in the victory display, look at the story cards that are under the scenario reference card, but do not read them. The crew corresponding to those story assets were constructs of the enemy. Yep, we know that. Okay, we'll go to resolution 3. If
You
you want to
barely
read
make it out of the madhouse alive. Oh, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgot that we're looking at this.
You managed to save some of the crew, and they mourn the loss for several days. Thankfully, none of the crew members you have brought aboard was an imitation. Over time, they describe how the madness only days before they decoded a transmission from Earth. Let the red dawn surmise what we shall do. Blue starlight dies. All is through. I believe this poem must be what the cultists were after, but it is meaningless to you and doesn't help you uncover the coordinates of
it. Oh.
Anyway. When you finally deliver the remaining crew... Yeah, I assume you're going to be recording in the camp.
Yep.
When you finally deliver the remaining crew to a service station in Martian orbit, the survivors thank you once more for saving them and bids farewell. Despite all, you must leave this behind you and forward toward another. Record in your campaign log that you have rescued the remaining crew of the Nostalgia 2.
Okay.
Add one tally mark under impending doom in your campaign. Then add one additional tally mark for every 2 crew story assets that were removed from the game, attached to the entity, or left in the game.
2. There were 2 total that were removed from game.
Okay.
So we're at 2 doom.
Got it. Okay, so 2 impending doom, and then each investigator earns victory X of each card in the victory play.
Okay.
And return to the search for fragment on page 10.
We got 8 experience.
Whew! That's not bad. That's like, I don't know, this is my first time playing it, but this seems pretty good. We got lucky on a couple things.
Yeah. Nice. So our decks should be at, for next scenario, we should be at 19 experience total. It's pretty good after 3 scenarios.
I'm not complaining at all about, oh boy. At all. Yeah, I'm not complaining at all about the availability of victory points.
No.
I like it I don't know. When it's there.
I mean, you want to play with all the toys, so give me the opportunity to play with all the toys.
Agree. All right. Well, so backing up then, as far as the thing scenario goes, really enjoyed that. I think as far as like a mechanic where it's not, there's no actual hidden traitor mechanic because the other side of the board doesn't have any actual thinking on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So it is just a matter of like deduction and mating options. Very cool. Very cool. Loved that.
It's nice how you kind of know that when you get evidence, that means the guy's going to be good. The ally asset's going to be cleared. And if you don't, and then if you lose evidence under the scenario reference card, then it's okay. Someone is infected, but we don't know who it is. So, as someone who has designed a thing like scenario with Winter Winds 3, I mean, this is a lot cleaner.
Tell me thing like is a genre of games because I want it to be.
If not, I guess I just coined it.
Y'all heard it here. It's a thing like.
Yeah. So Axolotl, great job with this. I like it a lot. I think it's, like I said, it's a really clean, really easy way to manage what is otherwise a pretty complicated setup. This idea that you don't know who is trustworthy and who isn't, and how to manage that among ally assets. So
I wouldn't stand a chance in a century to distill it down to a playable thing. Like that's like props for making it streamlined and playable. Fantastic.
Nice. Should we decide now before we go which one we're going to do next?
Sure. So the other 2 that were available was the quantum one, and oh yeah, the moons, the different moons
Yeah,
that had been noted for negotiations. Go to
right.
the
I thought,
moons, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great.
All right, so we'll be doing strange moons next time.
Well,
Uh,
thanks for watching.
yeah, thanks everyone for coming, and pay attention to Discord. My next week is absolutely jammed as everyone starts to get back into school and whatnot, so
Yeah.
we might have a little bit of a pause before we pick this back up, but I'm super excited for.
Mhm.
I don't know. This is really, really scratching the itch I have for new Arkham.
Yes, it
Oh,
is. And like in a way that I don't think official Arkham will. You know, because it's sci-fi, because it's so out there as far as
right.
its setting and its theme. It's really hitting a very specific desire. Like if we got a sci-fi game that used the Arkham mechanics, I'd be in heaven. And so this is kind of like that. You know what I mean? It's like
Mhm.
I'm getting that. So I love it. I love
It's really cool. Really, really
it. Mhm.
excellent. Well, join Discord if you haven't. GG or discord.gg/mythosbusters, and that's where we'll post events and ping everyone when we go live. We'll see you guys next time. Great, what's left of your weekend.
Bye.